All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Great Teacher Onizuka, episode 14. Okay.
A new player is...
Well, yes. I mean, she's now officially a serious threat.
Yeah.
But Onizuka will find a way to deal with this.
That's
but
right.
he currently has a stupid test to deal with.
Yeah.
That is being put upon him by this girl's mother.
Right. That
And
he, for some reason, needs to do because she has some authority or something.
Right. And then we have Teshigawara, the math teacher, who is currently under her
foot.
Her foot.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that he can be turned if she can't.
Yeah. Like, the idea of him, like, having some sort
I reject you, master.
Yes. That would be so amazing.
That would be fantastic.
Like the idea of him and Onizuka, like I'm picturing like him and Onizuka
standing
standing like back to back. Yeah, him
too.
pushing up his glasses and Onizuka
be like
with like some ridiculous face, like
chewing his cigarette, just being like, you thought you could deal with grown-ups. You thought you were so smart.
The two of us together can defeat you, 14-year-old.
But the whole situation is creepy and ridiculous. Yeah. So, looking forward to seeing her essentially defeated. And, and yeah, like, that's... I mean, what else do we have to expect? Right. Who knows? It's Great Teacher Onizuka. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this.
They're so proud of that water. Whoa, crash into the rolling morning flash. I'm in the coolest driver's high.
じゃあ次の問題。大化の配信をやったのは長岡半太郎。だ信長だろ。バカてめえだ家康だ。
They can't agree on which great historic figure it was. Neither.
中野大江の王子中富の鎌谷だ。
He's still going. Wow.
50年没。どうでもいいじゃねえかそんなことよ。ああもう笑ってる場合かよ。全国模試で一番取んなきゃクビなんだぞ。分かってんのかよ。どうしたんです？急にマジな顔しちゃって。
Does look serious.
大事なお話が。勉強しません？今日から1週間私の家に泊まり込みで。
Onizuka's about to...
久我山のワンルームマンションで一人暮らし。
何？本当なのかよ。だったらぶっ殺すぞ。
何興奮してんだよ。
ワンルームなんだな。
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, wait, what if she's actually like trying to motivate him though?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is genius though. Oh my gosh. If Fuyutsuki is that aware, she's a genius.
Yeah. I mean, Onizuka is a
Oh my gosh,
fairly
she's
simple
blushing too.
person. But can you imagine for Teshigawara? Because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
constantly spying on her.
Oh, that's right.
He's
Yes.
gonna lose it. Oh,
Are we gonna see the picture frame? Are we gonna see the picture
oh,
frame?
I think we're going to definitely see it.
Ah! You went straight for the panties.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yep, there it is. There it is.
1問ずつ解いてくださいね。
Wow.
ダメよ。まずは尻から解かないと。
この秩父盆地め秩父盆地
そこは南
Southern Alps. Wow.
北アルプス
Oh my
Northern
gosh.
Alps. Oh my.
頼りだ
Wow, this is brilliant.
なんていう勉強会がよ
今夜は寝かさないから。道具も
I
いっぱ
won't
い買
let you
ってある
sleep
し
tonight.
私に任せて。知らないんですか？秘められた潜在能力を引き出
What?
す優れものなんですよ。
What
いっ
the?
ぱい食べてくださいね。
Is this even real?
これを問題視
This whole thing isn't a joke. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
熱帯雨林じゃなくて
大丈夫。
Oh my
任しておいてください。このスケジュールさえちゃんとこなせば。
She's being very, like, serious about
it.
になれるはずです。絶対にクビになんかさせませんからね。
Yep. Oh wait, he's gonna try and keep him from getting fired because yes,
第二教頭先生たちを
he's listening in the background. See?
任せてください。ちょっと疲れたかな。もう10時間もぶっ続けですもんね。じゃあ
Jeez.
休憩にしておやつにしましょう。
えおやつ
Snacks. Yes.
Oh.
What?
あ
How?
じゃあ食べにくいと思っていっそデザートにしてみたんです。
How is that even a thing?
頭に DOHC とかっての入ってるらしくてな
DOH
それエンジンだろ
That's an engine.
DHA どこ佐伯さん塩酸だろ
時間ですよ。昨日の続きやりますか？
He's like, okay.
本人は天国期待してんだろうけどさ
He's probably expecting heaven.
本当にあの世
He
に
might actually
Actually
go
go
to
to
heaven.
heaven.
大体勉強に向いてねえんだよあいつの頭は
よしこうなったらこっちで一肌脱ぐか、鬼塚クビになってもいいのか
They're
よ
gonna cheat.
でもなやめとけバレた
Yeah,
ら
they're
大
gonna
学だぞ
cheat.
リ
Yeah.
スクが大きすぎる
Maybe they could try and convince everyone else to do poorly on the test. That way, it's easier for him to do better, to be the best person.
But it's in the nation, though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing a mock test.
はい、そこまで。
わーいジャポン街道だいやーあんだけの問題一人で解いて
You know,
This
he's
is
like,
like the
I'm
God,
so
like
badass.
the Godfather or something.
Yeah, yeah.
勉強好きになっちゃいそうっすよどうっすか
You did terribly.
Ouch!
Out of
Ouch.
100.
Some of them were 50, but yeah, it was, the lowest one was 50.
全部これかけたっすよ冬月ちゃんの採点が間違ってんじゃないの
Even worse! Okay, there's no way this could happen. But what if she, like, realizes that there is some way she can motivate him?
の
And,
問題用紙
yeah, okay, they're gonna cheat and get
Yeah.
into,
だから間違いねって
And do they have, like, bandanas over their face and stuff? Wait.
これさえあ
they
れ
have, like, old man masks on.
Yeah.
全国
そこまでよ。
Yeah.
バカね。こんなことやらかしてただで済むと思っ
It's,
てんの。
Aizawa.
あいつです。
何してるんだお前ら
Dang.
もうおしまいだね。そろそろ観念してマスク取ったら。
こらそれから見せろ
Oh, dang.
Ah. Oh! God.
Dun dun dun.
逃げられ
How?
だ
Onizuka.
から言ったんだよ
He saved them in the
多
night.
すぎるって
Kikuchi and Yoshikawa are just
Oh,
like the
genius.
dynamic
Okay, so
duo.
they turned off the breakers. Brilliant. Yeah.
してもらわねえ
Duh.
限り全国がして一番なんだよ見つかんなきゃ退学もクソもあるかってなんかまたいい方法考えっからさ何度でもやって
We'll do it again.
Oh my
手な
god.
手出しするんじゃね
Okay. Okay.
村井君たちは先生のこと思って
え教え子にこれ以上危ない橋渡らせるわけにはいかねえだろうが一教師としてよてめえらはおとなしく待ってろ
The sound effects and music this episode have been so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
The theme music's playing, so
危ねえ寝ちまうところだったぜ
ちょっと鬼塚先生やりすぎですよ
Oh my
頭につけてまで
いい刺激だ
It was good stimulation, and he fell on his forehead, and it is even worse. Yep, yep, yep,
That's how he keeps from falling asleep.
yep, yep.
Yeah, reverse
もうや
that.
めてくださいこれじゃ試験の前に出血多量で死んじゃいます
かましちゃったんすよあいつらに一番取って先行らしいとこ見せちゃうって
Oh my god.
ここまで言ったらやるっきゃないでしょ男として
I can smell the sulfur coming off her cloven hooves.
Oh, she's being followed.
Mmm.
Dang.
そっ
It's the
か
last day.
もう明
Yep.
日なんだよね運命のテスト
This is so gross. Good grief. It's just so nasty.
Yeah.
He's motivated, motivated, motivated.
Wow.
もう出かけちゃったの
1946年日本国憲法と
無駄よ無駄どうせクビになるに決まってんじゃん
なんだよ
Ah, hey, it's you again.
今からでも間に合うわよ失業したくなかったら私の足素直に舐めれば
悪いけど俺はおめえに助けてもらうつもりなんてさらねえんだそんなに舐めて欲しけりゃ犬か
Oh! Yes!
舐めなさいよ
嫌だ
舐めろ
しつけえガキだな
舐めてよなんであなただけ私の言うこと聞かないのよムカついたから帰る学校も行かない
はいはい勝手にすればったく何なんだありゃ
Yeah, serious pervert. Yeah. Oh, she actually just got kidnapped. Oh crap. Oh, Onizuka's gonna save her.
Yep, yep.
He doesn't need to do the test.
How much you want to bet, though, that kids set this up?
Maybe not.
They might not have, but
No, I think that would be a bit extreme. I'm still studying!
yep, yep.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, he's gonna be late.
Oh, and then they
Yeah.
end the episode right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
I mean, this is perfect in some ways because it's the thing that we couldn't have predicted that could save everything.
yeah.
But this might be also the thing that saves her in conjunction with saving Onizuka because she
Right.
then realizes, oh wait, like
he's actually a good guy.
he's actually a good person, but also like maybe she has a couple, complexes involved in her that she might become more aware of that
Yeah.
she needs to fix once she gets, put into a potentially
Life-threatening
situation. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But oh man, that episode was so hilarious.
Yeah, it was probably one of the stupidest episodes in the entire show, but it was
oh,
really
man,
funny.
It just
yeah.
worked. Like the needles on his forehead, and then he falls asleep and ow!
no, 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 I got no, 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 da, 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 no, 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 ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, da, 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 yo, da, 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 ba, ba, da, da, oh. Okay, that was probably one of the weirdest, stupidest, funniest, just most ridiculous episodes of the show. Like, I mean, like I gotta say, I just gotta say, it was funny. It was funny, but there were a lot of moments where I'm just like, what am I watching right now? Like, what is this?
The whole bit with, like, the eyeballs and everything and the giant tuna head, I thought that was something where Onizuka was basically going to wake up at some point and it was like a nightmare and he had been studying and he, like, you know, and he had been so just, like, psychologically just messed up by everything that he was just, no!
Maybe on some level it's showing that, you know, his whole body was basically turned on, like, study time alone, you know, and then he realizes, oh my god, she's serious.
And she has a plan.
Like, a plan. And so all the things that look terrifying to him are engorged and basically become even scarier and stuff. That I like that thought, and I like the idea that his perceptions were already just, you know, off by the fact that he was, you know...
He had something else in mind.
He had something else in mind. And I like that she didn't have to resort to anything like that to motivate him. It ended up being his students that he cared about, and he realized that, wow, actually, they're all really trying to, like...
Everyone's pulling through for him.
Yeah, and they're doing things that they shouldn't have to.
Right.
Because they're worried about me not being a, you know, here to teach them.
Right. Which is just awesome. Like, like the fact that this kind of stuff is happening now compared to how things were at the beginning.
Yeah. He's got 5 or 6 guys on his side here
that will, like, charge into hell for him. Like,
and in some ways, it is kind of they're indebted to him, like Murai was saying. But still, even Kikuchi, he was like, no, I'm not gonna let them, you know, get screwed over and stuff. And him and Yoshikawa are like, all right, cut the brake, lines, and then
put the breaker and
and like, no, the lights. I thought it was hilarious that they used those old guy masks. Those are really funny. But then Aizawa is still antagonistic, so she hasn't been defeated yet.
And that's the crazy thing, is that here it's not just one enemy. There's like 3, potentially 4, depending on how you count. Because there's Aizawa, there's Teshigawara, there's
McCreeper.
Like we thought Aizawa was bad.
I'm just calling her Footlicker for now.
Footlicker, there we go. Yeah. All right, and then there's Footlicker's
suck her own toes, you know, just
that
what gets her rocks off, you know, like
but wow, like and the thing is, all of them, not really the mother. I mean, she has the test happening, so there's that. So that's sort of her presence in all of this,
right? But
all of those characters are deliberately at the same time doing things to try and make this all not work, right? And
then we have a random group of kidnappers,
right? Yeah,
that essentially targeted her because her father is rich and powerful, essentially. Right. So they want ransom. But like Onizuka, going hard, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna save her." But while he's doing that, he's studying.
Yeah. He's going over everything in his head. All right, in this year, like, oh man,
my gosh,
and like the dang needles on his head, like that was just funny. Like, okay, all right, yeah, we're going there, you know.
They did the freaking like Looney Tunes sound effect though.
yeah.
You know, I was just, I gotta say this episode, didn't really do much for advancing the whole plot or anything of the whole mini arc of him being under attack,
because he still hasn't taken the test and all that,
right? But I really liked how Fuyutsuki kind of gave. I don't know. She really cares about Onizuka, and it's something that I get it. Her character kind of exists at this point to be kind of the
girl,
girl, and I support Onizuka, and it's it's
but it was
nothing
still
new, but
like the way they went about doing it was still pretty.
It's
cool.
very endearing, and I like that she's crazy too. Like she's actually like into all this crazy stuff.
She's like, all right,
you need to listen to the alpha wave music, and I'm like, what? Like,
learning while sleeping. Yeah, because this is an extreme case, and desperate times call for desperate measures.
I loved when she was grading the tests, and the test scores kept getting worse and worse.
And then eventually it was just 0 on all of them.
Yeah, because I think that it wouldn't make sense for him to succeed in the test.
No.
The thing is that we have this persona for Onizuka built up in our minds where he always gets out of
wins.
it.
Right, because he is the hero of justice.
Right, he's a hero of justice. But the thing is, the whole thing with Yoshikawa, that was an example of something where he couldn't have saved himself. He needed Yoshikawa to come in and basically tell his side of the story.
Exactly, yeah.
Because he did that, Onizuka is still here.
Right.
This is an example of where something else needs to come into play in order for Onizuka to save the person, not necessarily save himself. Right. Save the person that is needing the most to be saved.
Yep.
In this case, this girl has a lot of issues. Like, that's obvious. That's obvious.
Like,
but the thing about this is that she really, really, really wants Onizuka to do what she says and to be under her foot. And the fact that he's not doing it, and the fact that he's also not even giving her the respect of like looking her in the eye or being anything like that. I love that that's the thing that upsets her so much.
It's the dismissal.
Yeah, because she's still like a petulant 3-year-old basically in her brain or something like that with regards to like I cry, I get what I want. And I love that in some ways every episode or mini story of Great Teacher Onizuka as a show tackles some level of dysfunction within children. And I think that this one is a very, very good one to tackle coming up next, because this is something that I think is really terrifying to think about from an educator's standpoint. I would say in a lot of ways, this show is kind of a love letter to teachers in some ways.
Sure.
Like saying, yeah, we get it. You guys are not paid enough. You guys are not given enough respect. Like you guys put yourself.
Underpaid.
Yeah, and also there are a lot of teachers out there that give some of you a bad name when we know there are a lot of good ones out there.
That go above and beyond the already crazy Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So when you have a child that's basically, I mean, they're a teenager, but they're a child. Essentially taking advantage of the whole role dynamic to manipulate them via these sick means. It's like, okay, that's not just entitlement. That's a whole new level of like, just crazy. And I could see in a lot of instances teachers having to maneuver environments in a proper way so that they never basically allow something like this to even potentially happen. It's kind of how you were saying in previous bit. It makes no sense why Teshigawara is studying with her alone in her room, door shut, all these things that could be potential problems and stuff. And then educators and stuff making sure that they, do everything in such a proper way so that not only like do they not get like in trouble with the parents, but they don't get like sued or all these other things. And
not that nothing bad happens, but just that the appearance of bad things.
Just so the appearance of it, and that's just an added level of stress for teachers and educators and stuff. So it's like, wow. And of course, this girl is not the norm. Like this is a very exclusive case. But I'm sure, in fact, I'm almost curious. I don't think we'll have too many teachers in our comment section, but I almost want to ask, like, if you have any horror stories of being a student, of watching other students do crazy things to teachers, or some of your students or something like that did something, leave it in the comments, and I want any of the mods that got to this point to send those stories to us. Yeah. Because I'm actually now like genuinely curious because I'm sure there are worse stories. Reality is generally stranger than fiction.
I was
and the whole lick my foot or I will manipulate you and make you lose your job. It's like, okay, that's gross. It's disgusting.
And it's very specific.
It's very specific. But I'm sure there are crazier things that have happened. So I'm kind of curious.
And it's funny because like when Teshigawara was introduced, we were like, okay, this guy has problems. But then Miss Footlicker gets introduced, and it's like, okay, weird flex, but okay, like this just got a lot crazier. And and the fact that
a bit.
And the fact that like she's not Endgame. Like, she's not the final boss. Like, they still have Aizawa kind of set up as the final boss, like of still, like, you know...
Oh, because she's not a student in the class.
Stuff like that. Yeah, she's
not
in
the class 3, 4.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But, so, like, and maybe they're you know, like, it'll just be this next episode with her, you know, and then that'll be it. Because the fact that, like, she got kidnapped... That was one of the best things that could happen as far as Onizuka was concerned.
Right.
Because then now he can actually, like, his skill sets apply here, you know.
Like you said, his strength and his willpower.
Yep.
Can be very useful here.
I've spent the last several years developing a very specific set of skills.
Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Exactly. Oh, man. But, oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I will find you. And I will teach you.
Yeah, and I will teach you. Like, I loved how the students were willing to, like, break in and stuff, and that Aizawa was actually combating them. Because it's, like, it's the idea of, like, this isn't just a battle between one teacher and one crazy footlicker student, right? This is a battle between armies. Like there are sides here. There are alliances. There, like
Jacob's like, this is Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. All at a junior high school.
Wow.
Like, and
I belong to House Onizuka.
Yep. And then Kikuchi coming in clutch, you know, at the power box and just flipping the breaker, you know.
Wow, funny.
Like,
you're hilarious.
Man. This show is just so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Completely ridiculous, but good. All right, guys, if you want to watch the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.